Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense lining up for a first down play. Going to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
These corners backing off a bit. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch, it's Burden. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the offense is trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Looking for an open area to his left. He's going to take off. Oh, the quick spin move. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. That's reeled in, it's Olsen. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
To the air, it's Fafita. Gets it to the back. Nifty little dance step. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they'll pin their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Oh, he dropped it! Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, he gets north fast.
Fires to the wideout, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. Scanning the field, it's Cook. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him this time. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And just when you thought the worst was over, the first drive they fumble it, and on the second drive they fumble it. 2 drives, and they can't hold on to the football.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45 on his way. And it's a fumble after that huge gain.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
The give to the single back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Oh, it's out.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tiger.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their feet.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. They're going to run it. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Feeling some heat. Then he can't escape, and down he goes.
That That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Right down the middle. Got his man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Floating away. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. A 1st down run in the red zone. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The back goes in motion. To the air, it's Fafita. Trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Patterson. Snowed under by the defense. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. He wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Cook. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to...
Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He'll pull it down. Oh, it's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success.
He's got it on the right. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. What a grab and go for the score.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And he tacks on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Cook. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. He wants to throw. The quick out. Keeps the legs moving. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble.
Touchdown, Missouri! And that one will put them up here in the second half. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job, Bobby.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. Oh, it's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. On the run, fires downfield. And it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. You get the ball to your receiver quickly, just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Offense gets set for second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Grab near the marker. It's Burden.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going.
Touchdown, Tiger! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Here comes the offense on second down. To the air. It's Fafita. They're trying to get to it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Arizona in a hurry. On second down, he'll fire. Steps away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fair catch called for and made. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On second down, they'll take to the air. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give to the lone running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run now.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Moving out of the pocket. He's got an open man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. back to the air one more time. Fires to the right. It's complete. Running toward the tape. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
Well, one of the reasons you go for vertical is because you know you've got dudes that can stretch the field. This guy is one of the fastest receivers in college football, so I love the play call, taking advantage of that speed to go make a big play.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
To the air, it's Fafita. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt them. And I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Quickly to the tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He wants to pass it on 2nd down, and wings it incomplete. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to pass, it's Cook. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Makes the catch past the sticks. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
They'll try the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands. Multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
Looking to scramble. He'll let one go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 25.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
On the run, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The incompletion brings up a second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Looking down the middle. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Missouri trying to run out this clock. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
He's taking the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's going up top here late in the game. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defense.